low, high. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
High Desert Medical.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the LOUDLABS show. What are we at? 76 degrees. What's the date?
29th. Oh, it is North Media's birthday. So shout out to Brand North.
What's up? You've been waiting all night to say that, haven't you?
Yep. Actually, it just popped into my mind, but he should be in here any second.
So we got a ride along here. Everybody meet James.
What's up, everyone?
And James and I are stringing. We were just on our way to an officer needs help call. It does not appear that officer needs help. We weren't on our way to help him. We were on our way to record everybody else helping him. But it doesn't appear that we're going to be making it there. Suspect in custody, nobody injured.
What's up, John?
So you want... It's probably just easier for you to look there. Whoa, no, I guess we're going to have to do this. So we'll be out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours with you guys. So somewhere around 11:30 or midnight, I'm gonna say bye-bye. But right now I'm gonna go get some gas, and then we're gonna try to find a story. So far tonight there has been things, but not for us.
1273 outdoor fire 22200 Park Street, and a dead end at Ray Street.
Stop looking at me. Where's the bang? It's actually right behind James' head. I've already had one tonight, so I'm probably gonna wait a little while before I have another one.
You know what? I tried one of those the other day. Wasn't it?
You're too well. Okay, so let me.
It's a car taster.
No, let me explain something to you guys. James, how old are you?
18.
All right, so James shows up with energy in his system. Like he's an 18-year-old male. He has energy in there now. A 44, almost 45-year-old man does not always have energy in him, needs help. You do not drink energy until probably at least well into your 30s. You don't need any energy. You come with energy.
Yep.
It's in you. It's basically testosterone is what's happening. My testosterone as I'm getting older goes down, so I drink some bangs and it gets me all excited. This dude, I mean, come on, man. There's more testosterone inside this thing than, you know, most dudes, because, well, when you're an 18-year-old male, you're making a lot of that stuff. So you show up with energy. You don't need it. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? Did I miss something? But yeah, it's you don't need it. You won't need it. Like I said, you show up with energy. I have to find it. Why is that like that? Let's see here. What can I use? Ooh, I can use your shirt. I brought you a shirt. You don't know that yet. And there's my gas thing. Huh, there's your shirt.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Family's good, thank you for asking. Family's good, thank you for asking. That doesn't look like a traffic collision I want.
Just an RTC in Florence Grand. One of many for tonight.
What's up, Caesar? How are you?
Back Rescue 7, Softail area, with LACD handling. Engine 27, grass fire, 5412 Gage Avenue, crossing the LA River. East side of the Gage Bridge, PDMC.
East side.
Engine 9 quad 16, traffic collision ALS.
What's up, Kelly? I'm pretty good.
Engine 64, squad 151.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm heading out for I'll be at the river all weekend, so pretty good.
We're at
Colorado.
I know that. Parker, Water Wheel, Blythe.
Blythe.
Yeah, I know my river. Do you know what Waterwheel is? Do you know Waterwheel?
Nah.
Waterwheel is north of Blythe.
Okay.
About 25 miles north of Blythe. It's one of those
Oh, what's up,
resorts.
James?
One of those resorts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're staying at a hotel. My friend's family has a boat, so
Nice.
I'll go wake surfing, tubing, the whole deal.
Nice.
Last time I went tubing, my dad floored on the boat too much, and one of my friends fell off, got a black eye from it. But it was fun, and he recovered. And yeah, it's gonna be
4 rooms.
Yeah, it's gonna be 119 around there to answer your question.
I was invited to go to Parker, and I was like, nah.
Nah, it's gonna be so crowded there.
Supposedly it's not, but either way, I was like, no, not this weekend. I'm not doing it. I do have some fun plans Saturday and Sunday though, so that worked out pretty good. Yeah, Parker, take your camera.
Yeah, of course.
Take your camera. As sad as it is, because it's a holiday weekend, if something happens there, God forbid, something happens there and you do get it, it is LA news.
Yeah.
It really is. So depending on what happens, hopefully you won't have to break out your camera.
Yeah.
But news can happen anywhere. Well, look at that view. You don't want to look at us.
Mission 116 unconscious, 254 185th Street, Billings Avenue.
Lake Mojave's where it's at. You're talking Bullhead, right? Is that what you're talking about? I got some friends that have a place at Catherine's Landing. I'm very familiar with that lake. But no, you are right though. That is kind of where it's at. And it's cool too because got the spot there. When we come out of the neighborhood, that's where the lineup is for all the cars to go in. We just go in the special right-hand lane. We don't have to wait in that line.
Gas prices have been dropping, but I just saw them spike up, I think yesterday.
When I got off the 91 freeway so basically Vermont and Artesia, gas was $3.19 and people were waiting in line. Gas was $3.19 and people were waiting in line. Yeah, we were just there. That's called Murphy's Law. It happens all day. Plus, also think about it. Before we went live, where have we covered?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
What about Pico Rivera? There's a story there right now, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, we're aware of it. Whittier Boulevard and Rosemead, is that what you're asking?
You start Task Force 103. Their first thing.
Hey, we're all effed. Do you know the Fitzpatricks? Do you know the Fitzpatricks? Jimmy Fitzpatrick, Brian Fitzpatrick, Brent?
2739 Lincoln Avenue, Calabasas.
And if I don't see your answer, sorry.
Hey, I think happy birthday, big 118. Hope you had a good one and enjoy the stream. We'll hit South Central soon, or actually Long Beach soon, actually, to be exact.
Negative red 5. Well, if you've hung there long enough, you've seen the boat. It's the green and white boat that throws a big ass roost. Oh, DJ wants to get blocked. Right on. No locations, dude. Thank you.
I wonder if they have a bathroom in this place.
No, but you'll find one.
Yeah. Next station spot.
They're all over the place. What's up? I'm good, thank you.
Just India 108 toward 111, 6 ALS. 28001, Zero Drive, LMS runs the dead end. 111, stand by for rescue west, Georgia District.
What am I missing? Am I missing something? What do you guys think I'm missing?
No, they're talking about that vehicle fire in Long Beach.
Alright, well, we are missing that. We are missing the vehicle fire in Long Beach. Actually, I don't want to put that out. Vehicle fire is not necessarily news at 10 o'clock on a... What's my location? That's not very polite of you to ask.
Huh.
Honestly, say I'm in LA.
Performing confirmation to the back of this location. Code 207-6537.
111, ALS.
What's up, everyone? Hey, I run on YouTube as well, so check out SoCal Emergency Response on YouTube if you want to check it out. Hanging out with Scott tonight. Yep, we're at a Chevron gas station somewhere. Somewhere in Los Angeles County.
20 alternative. Again, we're taking in a 14 minutes to do a TC 3950 West North as well as the mobile gas station here, carrying a blue $2,500 Ram van. The second party is in a black Dodge Challenger.
So I'm paying $393. I saw $323 earlier.
I saw 310 today.
310 sounds not bad.
Cypress 170, squad 171, overdose. 10620, Van Ness.
Found me from Ice Design a long time ago. Well, thank you for coming back and not being mean and rude. Your dad always gets gas here. Sweet, sweet. 217. Damn.
Oklahoma?
No, man, you love this channel. Well, thank you. Me too. Scott, I'm trying to send you a donation, but my Apple password isn't working. Oh, Tara, thank you. You can always PayPal me. LOUDLABSnews@gmail.com. But you don't have to. Thank you, thank you. How's my night going so far? It's good. Who's Ice? Ice is a YouTuber. A very well-known YouTuber. And if you don't know who he is, he's probably not your cup of tea. Boom. Thank you, unknown user. Thank you for my $2. Boom, 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 boom. Do you guys carry protection? Like condoms? I'm not into them like that. I'm married. I don't. My wife is my wife's fine. Thank you. Is that the kind of protection you're talking about? No, I don't carry condoms on me. I'm married. No, I don't carry weapons. I do carry the best weapon of all, though. My wits about me. Hey, thank you again for the money, unknown user.
What's up, Shay Shay? It's going pretty well. Just starting. Just starting. Not much. OD. I am not Scott's son. Smoke a backwood? No, I'll pass on that one. Thanks though.
I think the math might add up to where it's possible.
Yeah, it is.
I think the math adds up to where it's possible, which is really weird to me.
Do I live stream? No, not normally. I've done it a few times. 73 degrees tonight. James.
76 is what the car says.
Yeah. What was my YouTube username?
What's your YouTube username and password?
Password? Not sure what my password is at the moment, but a username is SoCal Emergency Response. If you want to check out some response vids and a few fires here and there.
What time is it?
10 on the dot.
10 on the dot. All right, so copy that. Do you have competition, and do you think it's worth a feed right now?
And there's news helicopters about it. I think only 2 helicopters. I was going to do a 2-for-1 with the Claremont incident.
Copy that.
What's the story behind me?
They're wondering if you're a ride-along
Oh.
or a stringer. Yes. The answer is yes.
I feel like you guys will get a story soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
That'd be great. That would be great.
I wouldn't mind seeing a
Fire
bird
or a
above us.
pursuit?
Yeah.
What was your answer?
A bird above us. The LAPD copter.
That LAPD copter lately has been chasing me.
Dude, I think it's everywhere. He's out here every night, everything.
I'm starting to think he recognizes me, because there's been a few scenes where he's made it a very well point to flash his light at me, to let him know that he sees me, and to have the other officers stop me to see who I am. And now that he found out who I was, and he's always flashing me, I think it's real funny. LAPD helicopter has it out for me. Whoa, what are you guys doing? Damn.
It's the ghetto bird? Yeah, you could call that.
What was the address at PayPal? LOUDLABSnews@gmail.com. LOUDLABSnews@gmail.com. Cool thing about PayPal is I get to keep all of it too. When you go through YouTube, they take 25%.
Wow, that's a big chunk.
It is. But something's better than nothing.
Yep.
Scott, can you take your scanner away for freelancing? What would cause that? I don't know what that question means. Sorry. Yeah, and it's hard to drive and read at the same time.
Does James know about your Netflix show? No, I've been living under a rock for a few years, but yeah.
Everyone's a smart ass. That's good. Good for James.
I got plenty of jokes. We're headed into Los Angeles County. I'll tell you one thing, we're in LAPD's jurisdiction, but
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. What happened? What's the ASRs again? I don't know. What's ASR? Except Action Sports Retailer. But LOUDLABSnews@gmail.com. LOUDLABSnews@gmail.com. If you want to PayPal me, if you want to just hang out,
Scott Siegel.
Nope. Married, happily, with children. But yeah, if you want to hang out and just watch me work for free, that works too.
255 at Figueroa 7, Young Ocean Trail 065. Church code 3 and 6581, already 636.
Usually this thing's up a little better, but because of that and with two people, how can you get a press pass credential?
Make one.
Yeah, make one. Google it.
There's
Oh,
FTAs on file.
soccer game's coming out.
Index number is X-ray 143-1667. It indicates no permanent California driver's license was issued. Manhattan Beach Boulevard in the city of
Manhattan. About the press pass plates on the vehicle. Get that through the DMV.
1411 traffic stop flat at 8 Trail 2293 door, Mr. Frost. 2050 from Western and Hollywood to Hollywood program.
Okay, James, I found your channel. Great.
Posted up that road. 16V5, are you clear?
Entrance flat 164, psychological rescue Viola, 4110,
Let me ask you this one, Scott. Do you ever find it funny how LA City sends an 800 to a psychological rescue?
It doesn't cross my mind.
Yeah, true.
So, to answer you honestly, no. I don't think it's funny because I don't know if it's funny or not. But it doesn't really.
Yeah.
The thought doesn't cross my mind. Why is it funny?
No, just because the person pretty much just saying it in layman terms is crazy, and they're only saying 2 guys do it, and it seemed like they would need more manpower, especially with the LAPD's response times.
Hi, Wendy. How are you? You PayPal'd me? Tara, thank you. Thank you. I'll have to check it out. I'm not checking it out right now. I'll have to check it out in a bit. But thank you very much.
Black shorts and black shoes.
That one's the work PayPal. That actually doesn't go to me. That wasn't my personal PayPal. I have a personal PayPal, but because I'm working, I just sent it to the work PayPal. But thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna come out. It's not very it's not very 2 people friendly, and I need to redo this, but it's okay for now.
This was a search warrant. 2021 Roger.
Looks like she's getting towards a white car.
Responding for call George 110, responding eastbound 84 place from Broadway. On a 1471.
No, RC
25 Christian, 12
Bye.
George 110 X18.
I wonder if...
Convoy T90.
Have a few friends watching. I got that in the group chat. That's myself.
Cool. Alright. So.
Vehicle is a black Subaru sedan.
Alright, there we are for now, for the most part.
Yo, what's up, Craig?
Swerving and running red lights and collisions.
Everyone check out South Bay Fire Media. Great local content.
49, 3 millimeters in the 345, Smart Avenue 57. And a base jacket, great on scooter, 13, 113, 13.
Okay, sir.
2042, there's 43, hit and run, Colony at 527 Mateo Street, code 27612
Alright, there we are, now we can read.
So we don't have to squint anymore.
Has no weapons. The vehicle capacity direct where the suspect is located. Additional intent 6612.
It's gonna be a little behind, but whatever.
Alright,
What happens if this guy can hear?
I'll be back in a sec.
Couldn't hear what channel he said? I will fix that when he gets back.
Event 6633 and 3212.
You're 5211 Odd Street. Company reporting a different calculation. Northbound Barbara from Ventura, quick vehicle, they're running BW involved 8 Adam 0 X-ray 887 111
There we go. See, there we go. See, everybody wants to know what my setup looks like. There it is. There it is. Oh, and there it goes.
James gets attacked by a raccoon onto the can't leave. No, I was actually turning the film on.
So if I grab myself a new phone and I grab myself a gimbal and I have a passenger with me, we could actually get some really cool stream shots instead of doing just on the dashboard here. We can actually get some good stuff. I'm gonna have to hit up Brandon, see if Brandon's available.
Yo, what's up, Brandon?
It's not the Brandon I was talking about.
Different Brandon. Birthday Brandon.
Birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday to you. Mandy, you are out there. Mandy, you should probably just stop.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is not the right place, but you know, to each their own. To each their own. Elizabeth, I've been doing this 20 years. Absolutely, absolutely. AJ, yeah, it's not a bad idea. When I first started, AJ, when I first started going live before the show, or yeah, I think it was before the show, or right after the show, I had branding, I was doing it from an Osmo gimbal DJI, and the live would kind of break it apart, but if I go with my phone and a gimbal in my hand, we can get cool stuff, like that person in the passenger can record it, or in the back, it's where you don't get just the, you know, the two angles that I have. It's basically forward and backwards, and then when I leave the scene. So it'd be cool to have different angles, different cameraman. Plus, and I want to get in the car with you. I want to do the same thing. I want to get in the car with the different guys. That's something that we can discuss later. AJ, not that AJ, but that AJ is one of our IE stringers. Don't know that one.
She's going on a ramp.
Mandy.
Mention 31, entry BLS 163, where's my boat? Check.
And everyone from the U1 group chat's watching. What's up, guys? All the local fire buffs.
AJ, next time you have some business out here, let's try to work it out to where you hang out with me first, or you just stay after your business, because I know you make your way out here quite often. I'm not sure I like this particular gimbal though. It seems to be working though, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. Where's the action at? Go to Compton. There's not always action in Compton, believe it or not. Felony Adams and 7. But are you hit and run versus head? Arm not moving. That's a little weird. What's up, Patrick? Thank you very much. What's up, Dolphin? Thank you very much. Where's our story?
It's coming.
How long we've been going? 32 minutes. That's it. You see the crazy story last night from LOUDLABS, New York, the person killed on the highway. I don't think I have. Football practice at 6 a.m. It's 10 p.m. Yeah? You be careful out there with that football.
Morning practice.
Did you play any high school sports? And hold on. Water polo? Did you play any high school sports?
Yeah, volleyball.
Volleyball, that's right. He plays volleyball for college right now. We got a volleyball player here. I have a friend whose daughter plays for Cal.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, they're Bears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays for Cal Bears on their I was gonna say varsity, but it's college, so it's not. It's just the team. But yeah, Gaffney dog, Gaffney. She is the bomb.
I was kind of bummed I didn't play my senior year of high school, but I was not getting my EMT out of the way. So. Will I be on the Olympic team? No.
Jason, Netflix did help a little bit. Absolutely, Netflix definitely helped. The brand existed beforehand, but it's more of a news brand now. Before, it was more of an art brand. It's still very artsy if you Google, but it's more the news now. I just saw James Charles, but are you gay? Logan. How do I say this? My sister's here. When you saw his butt, if your below regions moved, maybe. But there's nothing wrong if you are. You see me on Channel 5 now? Is it the Cliff Rescue? I think so, huh? It's probably the Cliff Rescue.
Yeah, South Bay Fire Buff. Yeah, he actually won his LA City Championship. So
Nice.
shout out to the Carson team out there.
Nice. If I donate 10,000, will you buy a Wrangler?
I won't cover it.
No. No, but I'll gladly take your 10 G's. Weird ones again. Did the weird people call each other and say, hey, let's go here? Let's go to this one. Frazzled, I don't know. I don't even know who James Charles is. I don't know. I just know that I'm staged, looking for a story. Would love to get one. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but I wasn't out last night, but I was out the past 2 nights before that, and I had 2 sweeps in a row. 2 sweeps in a row. Yay for me. How far are you guys from Austin? Austin who? And I know a lot of Austins. And I don't know how far I am from any of them. 2 sweeps. Yeah, a sweep is when you get all the stories. Or a sweep is when you get your story on all the stations. And I did that. What is tonight? Where are we at right now? Is tonight Thursday night? So I did that Tuesday night and Wednesday night. No, Monday night and Tuesday night because I didn't work Wednesday night. Yeah. So Monday night I did it with the LAPD officer that was struck. And then Tuesday night I did it with the dude that was struck. I wasn't live with you guys. You weren't live with me. But I had a vehicle versus pedestrian. The guy got thrown in the air and landed on top of a car.
Jeez, Mandy, you're asking to get blocked with that comment. Say all kinds of stuff.
Oh, alright. So I don't care if you're racist, but when you start saying racist words, that's when I care. So, bye, Mandy. I don't care about your, I don't care if you state your opinion, I really don't. But when you start using racist words, nah, it's no bueno. Watching from Bay City, Texas. What's up, Bay City, Texas? What's up, Dublin? Oh, Logan, good luck with that. Ah, Cynthia, then maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is you, Cynthia. If you haven't seen anything racist. Why won't you buy one if I donate towards it? Because I don't want one. And it's like, alright, how do I explain this? What are you doing to your seat? Are you doing things to your seat? No, I'm just tired. Cool. I was gonna say, don't go forward with it. You can go as far back as you want, and you can do this if you want. But don't move the butt forward. Cynthia, just because you want to buy for part of a car for me doesn't mean I want to go out and buy the rest of it. It's like if I offer to buy you half a house, are you gonna go buy the rest of it? What if you don't want a new house? Where do I live? I live in LA. How was your night? Travis Burbank, it's pretty much just starting. Just starting. What's the hardest thing for you to record? What's the hardest thing for me to record? What's the hardest thing for me to record? Boring stories, I guess is the best answer for that. I feel like someone's gonna snatch my phone and run. And is your charger full efficient? I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say yes. Guess you're a racist. I hate everyone equally. Mandy is old, overweight. Bored ass clothes. What part of LA are you in? Dick pics are the hardest thing to record. You can't be racist against what isn't human. You're fat. Thank you. Typo, Scott. Waste your breath trying to talk to them. It's all good, Scott. No worries. And that was me, Terry. You can buy a decent ring light for 10 G's. You're 20. All right. So I mean, I guess Tara, if you send me the 10 G's and you really want me to buy one, I'll buy one, and then I'm gonna sell it. I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but the movie Nightcrawler, what was your reaction to it? Jason, it's a great movie. We were just talking about it earlier. It's pretty spot on, except for the obvious Hollywood embellishments, but I like it. It's a good movie. I've seen it a few times. You don't like Jeeps? Not necessarily I don't like Jeeps, but I just don't have a use for a Jeep right now.
Los Angeles Fire Department, what's up?
Where at?
Right there.
Right on. What's up, LFD? Right on. Yeah, everybody, don't forget to buckle up tonight and be safe out there. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, well, let's do a little research, because I can write anything I want. So let's see if this is official.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call that official.
Yeah, because I thought it was official because
We're gonna call that official.
how he had the initials at the end.
Right on, LFD. Thank you. Thank you for watching. That's cool.
We'll get some cool shots of your guys in action.
Yeah, Coco, me too. Coco, me too. Oh, Mandy's back. Oh, look, Mandy's back. Yeah, she's on her other account.
Well, you know, trolls have many accounts.
Women, there is no racism. Oh, Mandy, come on now. Bye, Mandy.
User timeout.
No.
It's gone forever.
Go find your other account. Go find your other account. Bye, Mandy's friend. Bye, Mandy's friend. So now what do we do? Now what do we do? Where's our story?
Incident 1572.
Yeah. There's photo dog's pic right there. Up and close.
Tech control testing, Monmouth channel 7. Control testing, Monmouth channel 7.
What's for dinner? I already ate dinner, and I had grilled cheese. I had a grilled cheese sandwich.
Testing, Monmouth channel 8.
Rescue 827, unit 243. 243.
Control testing, Monmouth channel 9.
Seriously? Come on. Tell us what happened with Zach and on scene. Who's with me?
Testing, Monmouth channel 11.
It's James.
It's me!
It's James. James is with me.
Control testing, Monmouth channel 11.
And what happened to Zach? Zach's back. Kind of.
He was on your street.
Code 3 and first vehicle versus white post code 3 incident 27.
He's back with a new company, but he's not really stringing.
Rescue 94 overdose 6464 Bradley Place.
He's been seen in the streets taking some still pictures. That's what Zach's doing right now.
Tech control testing, Monmouth channel 14.
What's up, Mel?
Rescue 95, Rescue 95 for Metro.
Control testing, Monmouth channel 14.
James discussed the little one last Except for high school.
No, she's not. We're all. That was mostly for show. He's handing out business cards. I'm sure he is. He had new ones made. Kira, it was really good grilled cheese too. Like old school grilled cheese from like when we were kids. What's up, Olin? Olin from Bakersfield? He's not from Bakersfield. But I screwed up once and, well, he'll never let me live it down, and now he's from Bakersfield. He's from Fresno.
What's up, Bill? I am doing great.
To the overdose at 6464 South.
Elizabeth, would I ever consider doing my own show? Yes, but as a selfish stringer, it would be a great show. As a producer, we need other stringers. You would need the competition factor. You wouldn't want a show just about RMG, or you wouldn't want a show just about LOUDLABS. It's kind of boring that way. You need the competition factor. So as a producer, I would want the competition factor. But as a selfish stringer, yeah, no, I can hold a show. I can pull it. I mean, let's be honest. Where are we at? I'm 176 episodes in of my own show at this point. What can you do to help? I don't know. I don't know you, Tara. I don't know you.
Rescue 94, yes, you were canceled.
Yeah, see? Denise got it. Dude, what'd I do? Why are you duding me?
Dude. Oh, Samantha, let's not go there. It's a little far.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta go right now anyways.
Yeah, Samantha, that's not very nice.
Restorations at 8717 South Avalon Boulevard.
I mean, in today's world, though, you can't blame a person for trying. They just go straight for it. Olin, this is James. James is hanging out tonight.
Elevator 725 South Bay Road.
Please remove the shirt. I'll keep it on. It's cool enough.
Surgery.
Hi from Fresno, not Bakersfield. You're like 50. Stop. What's up, Palm Springs? Samantha is 43. Well, Samantha, you're in the wrong place if you're looking for a hookup. Bam! There's some money. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Baltimore? Baltimore, we're in Baltimore right now. There is a LOUDLABS Baltimore. You can probably find it on Instagram and Facebook. But right now, I am in Los Angeles. Bacon anything is fire. I had last night's dinner was mac and cheese with bacon. Past 2 nights of dinner have been kid-oriented, very kid-oriented.
Metro from engine 23.
Baltimore is not a state. I didn't say it was. But we're LOUDLABS Baltimore. We're in Baltimore. We have LOUDLABS Baltimore. Baltimore is a state of mind. So, there you go. Been shooting a lot of high school football. That's funny. That's funny. Do you know any stringers here in Philly? Yes, Nick, I do. I do know a stringer in Philly. I don't think he's on here right now, but he usually comes up as First Source News, I believe. Yeah, you're 43. Of course you would want an 18-year-old to do that to you. Now go away.
Yeah. Split.
When did you turn 18?
April.
May, June, July, August. You're 4 months away from a felony. You're 4 months away from a felony. How's that make you feel?
Engine 82 at LAPD.
Yeah, I know who you're speaking to. Yeah, James has been. I've been in contact with James for a minute, but James legally, I did not want him in my car until he was 18, and legally he couldn't shoot for us until he was 18. James actually got his first hits over the weekend. Anybody in the LA area, if you watched the 52nd Street fire, where the teenage girl was in grave condition, James footage. James footage.
First hit with LOUDLABS.
He is not 18. Do you know Logan?
Nah.
You are 18, right?
Yep.
Uh-oh. That's not good. How long ago was that?
Take that back. I'm not exactly 18. 18, what, like 4 months or something? 5 months, whatever. We're almost 9th month. Yeah. 18, like 4 months and 28 days or something.
Engine to Rescue 41, overdose, 915 North LaBrea Avenue.
People are congratulating you on being born.
Ah, thanks. Congratulate my parents.
LOUDLABS Tijuana. No, thank you. No, I put Samantha on timeout. So Samantha will be back in 5 minutes. I put her on timeout.
Dude, I want a Jeep. No, I want a Toyota Tacoma to be exact.
Well, here's the difference between a 44-year-old and an 18-year-old. I'll pass. Just take the car. Take the car. Take it. He'll take it. He'll take it.
Send the money.
Ford Raptor. I had a Ford once and I built it to look like that. Before they had the Raptors. Right on, George. Yeah, Drew, they are. They are pretty expensive. I think what they're 60 just to start with. Raptors are hard to park. You've been listening to too much Joe Rogan and Brendan Schwab.
Hope your grandma recovers. High maintenance, something wrong.
Yeah, I had a 04 FX4, and I flared the fenders and put some stuff on it and did some things and shocks, and basically that's why they made the Raptor a Raptor, because people were doing what I did to mine, and now you can just buy it like that. You don't have to do anything to it. What would I do if I saw a dog rob a bank? I don't know. Record it. Why'd I get rid of it? Because it was an 04, and I don't like having cars more than 10 years. Once you hit that 10-year mark, I don't want you anymore. What are you talking about, Nick? Oh, Joe hasn't been the same since he had to stop going live. Who's Joe? Oh, Joe. Hogan. What are you talking about? He goes live. He's not live on YouTube anymore? It's not live? I thought it was live.
13108 Markdale Avenue, State Street.
Damn. Shooting in Norwalk. Mr. Famous, it's in my hand.
6612 West Leland Way.
Happy birthday to your 13-year-old daughter. Yeah, happy birthday. What's her name?
Truck 9 automatic alarm 523 West.
53, what's the name? What's the name, 53? What's the name? What's the name?
Dispatch into Rescue 7 cardiac arrest 9052. Over.
Yoshi, I think he's gone live recently. Her name is Vanessa. Happy birthday, Vanessa.
Brand's on his personal account now. Yeah, we love those tones on Blu-ray.
Intersection of Santa Monica Boulevard and Sawtell.
Give your dog a shout out. Gonna watch any football this year? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Work in SoCal. I have no idea.
Rescue 826, you're getting rescue 26.
Paul, I never watched it live anyways. I always caught it on the podcast. I never watched it live. I think there's only one episode that I kind of caught live. I forgot what it is, but no, I haven't. I don't watch it live anyways.
What do you guys feel about Andrew Luck? Early retirement.
Bye, Wendy. Love you. My dad made a great joke. He just ran out of luck. That's why he quit. He ran out of luck. I don't know.
Engine 4 spot 90, full arrest. 10 gearbox convalescent. 8035 Hill Drive, unit 324.
Right.
Marlin Avenue, Sheriff Brown.
Engine 89 in for rescue 3. Ambulance 14, Battalion 12, USAR 88, physical rescue. 1183.
Ryan, I don't know whether to block you or was that a mistype.
Not sure what this guy's trying to do.
Bye, Logan.
Engine in spot 163, person choking. 5412 Gage Avenue. Across the LA River, building 6.
Paul, because I'm not going to allow strangers to be in charge of my show, my stream, my page, my channel. That's why. What's with the new camera angle? Olin, I had my gimbal in my trunk, and I haven't got one of your mounts yet, so it was just stupid. The mount wasn't looking good for the two of us, so I just threw this out here while we're staged. Once we get going, I'll take it back out, but yeah, I'm just on the gimbal. Boom. All right. So.
SV6 en route to the physical rescue.
Does your arm hurt yet? No. No. It's just it's sitting on the thing. Matter of fact, if I want, I could probably balance it on there. See? What gimbal is it? It's a cheap one from Best Buy. I forgot what it was, but I have it sitting on top of a timer, a broken timer. It used to be. Yeah, I don't care about it right now. Coffee or energy drinks? Both. What's the ideal time to a location you feel comfortable you're going to be first to the scene? Jason, not quite sure the question, and it doesn't really matter if I'm first to the scene or not. That's not my concern. My concern is what time is it and who my competition is. Scott, what did you do in between calls before Lark Technology? eBay. I did a lot of eBaying. Yeah, Vasquez, I do. No, I didn't, Paul. And I was just curious on how that worked out. Like, how did that become the most famous sandwich this past week?
Redondo Beach police. I guess they're still not encrypted.
Andrew. It's really none of your concern. We're all. I think I had a. What did I have? I think I had a grape. Or is this the grape? Nope, this is the grape. So I have a grape left, and then I already had. I think I had. I forgot which one the first one I had. I don't remember. Chick-fil-A over Popeyes. Smells like bacon in this. Oh, Ryan. It's been 1 hour since I've yet to say the N-word. Ryan, do you have Netflix? You obviously don't know who I am, Ryan, if you think that we're police officers. And Ryan, if you do have Netflix, go check out a show called Shot in the Dark, and it'll show you who I am. If you don't have Netflix, well, catch up. Vasquez, because we're out doing our job. We're out doing our job. Tara, no, it doesn't. Oh, well, thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. And Ryan, I don't know how old you are, but most common sense people would think that police don't live stream their nights. But anyways, I'll see you on Netflix. It's far though.
Non-injury.
It's not for me. Mr. Famous.
Looking 3 around to Laverne. You had about 30 minutes ago now. Turned into
9540 injury ALS. The American Inn.
Copy that. I think it's well over, it's probably about an hour old now, and I believe they had, what, five criticals transported. Johnny, yeah, a couple times. The best two examples I can give you are this one.
Engine 39 assault BLS. Manto and Darwell. Sheriff and route to your tech.
Here's an example of that, and here's an example of Zach and I working together. I don't know. I think it's at the, where is it? We're gonna call it the 2-minute and 50-second mark. The 2-minute and 50-second mark. I put my camera down and start helping people out. So the answer to your question is yes, and now I can show you better than I can tell you. Paul, yeah, I did see his new special. I made my wife watch it. It's not easy to watch if you have a weak heart, but if you understand what he did, it's genius. Genius. That new special is genius.
518 Avenue, Barber Avenue. Near tech.
Yeah, Paul, it was amazing. I've seen it at least 5 times now. I think I've seen it 5 different times. Yeah, no, it's good. The fact that he was able to make you laugh on those specific subjects, that's what he was trying to do. He's like, all right, so I'm gonna rape, school shootings, suicide, Me Too, like the worst things you can think of, he made you laugh about it. It's a good one. It's a good one. Olin, we're talking about Sticks and Stones. Dave Chappelle had a new comedy special that nobody really knew was coming out, and it popped up a couple nights ago on your Netflix. Some of you might have heard of this streaming service called Netflix. But Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones, Dave Chappelle starts off with making you laugh about suicide. Don't know how he did it. Well, actually, I know how he did it. I can tell you, but I'd ruin the joke. But it's a good one. Check it out. But if you're a snowflake, don't. Scott, do you know why LOUDLABS doesn't give the photographers a credit line when your work is posted online? Scott, do you know why LOUDLABS doesn't give the photographers a credit line? Yeah, George, I do. Because it just don't. What I might start doing on YouTube is attaching their Instagram to it. That's a possibility. If we put it on the website, some of their names are put to it, but I'm the only stringer that cares about being known. All the other stringers, they don't care about being known. They don't care about they just want their stuff shown. I'm the only one that's like, hey, guess who shot this? That was the mentality I had 20 years ago, and I still have that mentality now. Long live Bourdain. Dude, he made a Bourdain joke that made you laugh. Scott, why the red lighting in the car? Well, that's why. Now you can't see us. And this is too bright. See? That's why the red lighting in the car.
Pay you if you work overtime.
Does the LOUDLABS company pay you if you work overtime? Mr. Famous, are you talking about me? Because, no. The boss doesn't pay me for working overtime. He doesn't. And we only get paid if it shows up on TV. Only get paid if it shows up on TV. Wrestling California. I did back in the days of Junkyard Dog. Obviously, Hogan, Hillbilly Jim, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jake the Snake. Back in the mid '80s, back when WrestleMania 1, when Hulk Hogan put Andre the Giant over his head. That's when I was a fan. Not so much anymore. $1 Million Man, absolutely. Not so much anymore. I don't have time to be a fan of anything, to be honest with you. Do you have a favorite cuisine? Are you asking if I have a favorite food? I have the palate of a 5-year-old, so I can eat the same thing every day for the rest of my life. If I was to wake up and eat cereal for breakfast, I'd be okay. If I was to have a sandwich for lunch, I'd be all right. If I was to have mac and cheese for dinner, I'm good to go. Palate of a 5-year-old. Do you know the adult version of mac and cheese and hot dogs?
It involves beer, I'm sure.
No. The adult version of mac and cheese and hot dogs? Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken.
Ooh.
That's the adult version.
I had that for dinner last night, actually. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
I love fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. Do you work 2 jobs, or is LOUDLABS the only thing you do? Mr. Famous, LOUDLABS is the only job I do, but it's like working 2 jobs. Doesn't want to stick. Does that stay? Nope. Nope. Yeah, go back to where you were. Sweet, there it goes. How long is that battery gonna last? I have no idea, Mr. Mike. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. You've been trying for a while, Ryan. It's not going to work. Good luck with that, though. No, I'm not going to sell you that hot. It's my hot. It's my hot. Heidi, because I like to have some time to myself. I also don't like to share my whole night with everyone. I tend to do better when I'm not streaming.
Cincinnati to the east, McConnell to the west, Washington to the north, and Louise to the south. Requesting 13 to 14.
Time is 11. All right, cool. So we got about another 30 minutes of your dumb questions. Paul, you were the one who asked about the Chappelle, right? I love it when he did the "Who's this?" and then he did the impression of the audience. He's like, "That's you. That's what you sound like to me." That was awesome. That was awesome. Mr. Famous, I'm sorry I didn't answer your question the first time. Sony PMW 300. Kira, Brandon who? Buckley or a different Brandon? Carry body cam? Nah. How much more merch do you have sold so far? Drew, enough. I got a new shirt. I got some new gear. They're actually in the mail on the way there. Here's the front. That's the front. That's the back. But there's the front. That's the back. Oh, Ryan, you don't get to ask questions from the statements that you've said.
It's the suspect. The parking lot behind Martha's. Clear short. Short short. Did you anyone in route rush? 124.
Yoshi, it'll be on the site next week. Yoshi, that the new logo shirt will be on the site next week. Whatever happened to Benjamin? I don't know. Okay. What's up, Fab? Brandon Pate. Ah, gotcha. He does need to shoot more, but he's too busy, you know, keeping them schools protected. Too busy protecting them schools.
Tom Union Adams 41.
Hunter, yes, but my phone is a hotspot, and that seems to be better than my hotspot.
Stephanie Carolina Briswella 307 South Burlington Apartment 10.
I don't go to the networks. I don't need to. Red Fox, you don't know that. You don't know that, Red. And Red, this is a safe zone. You should be fine. Scott, how's that cute baby of yours? Cute and cuter and is adorable. So smart. Way too smart. Way too smart. Ryan's all over the place, man. Oh, Vasquez. That's a good question. It's been a while. I could honestly say I don't think I've seen it since 2017. I don't think I watched it in 18. I don't think I watched it in 19. So yeah, it's been a couple years. What time are you guys off tonight? I'm gonna. Oh, she's dead. She died. I'm gonna stop streaming in about 30 minutes. We'll probably be out Nunya. And now you guys know why we were on that gimbal, because this angle sucks.
That's not too bad right there.
For me?
I've seen worse, but that's not bad.
And guys, there's plenty of spots if you guys can just drive along photograph.
MK's good. Thanks for asking. Are you guys at every night shooting? Yeah.
To the west.
Not James and I, but somebody from LOUDLABS is out every night.
Can I have a supervisor respond to Memorial Hospital of Gardena? Tell me to do 703 North Cumming Street, inside the residence subject, male Hispanic, 18 years, black shirt, gray shorts, subject is autistic, arguing with the another, bringing out into the residence, has no one been seen, code 2 is 6930-8455.
There's no one screaming.
Mike Carter, I don't believe you because your word is probably from a stringer. But I'm guessing no, by the way. But you never know. I haven't been told no yet.
Subject is walking northbound on Westwood from Massachusetts in the middle of the street. Female, white, blonde hair, 50 to 60 years with black clothing, no shoes. Possibly under the influence or has an mental illness. Additional incident 6918.
Carter, where's your word from? Is it from a stringer in the streets? Nightcrawler or what? I am a nightcrawler. True TV would be great again. Nah, Netflix is way better than True TV. Come on now. Come on now. See, it was from a stringer probably. He can't answer me. He has it on a good word. Never trust. Never mind.
Ooh, Paul's been on here at the get-go. He knows what time we're getting off at.
Unit 320 suspect has a ponytail, additional incident 6798.
Good night, Caesar.
Status is valid.
Good luck with that. A lot of people think they can come out here and do what it is I do until they come out here and do what it is I do. Never trust a stringer. So you did hear it from a stringer. Did you hear it from a little skinny kid? Or did you hear it from an adult? Either way, I guarantee you it wasn't somebody who was on the show, because everybody on the show will tell you they don't know, and anybody who wasn't on the show is jealous and they'll say no right off the bat. Well, thank you, Street Jesus.
71 response to McConnell and Neo show. McConnell and Neo show for the perimeter in Pacific.
Engine spot 14 diabetic, 1054, 110.
Ronaldo, yeah. There's like 23 million people here. In LA County, there's always an accident. Uh-oh. Our phone might die soon. We might say bye sooner than later.
Got some issues. Admiral stop at Fight Skate, the second Nettleton, and Glen Oaks, or excuse me, Vinedale, and Glen Oaks stop southbound traffic.
Also, female, white, blonde hair, wearing a gray shirt, black pants in the middle of the street.
Yeah, Ronaldo, it's not that big of a deal.
6948 RD8.
It's not.
How long have you had this laptop for?
That's an 800 per manpower.
3 years? 4 years, maybe?
I think I'm about due for a new laptop. 7 years old, I think. I think it's 6 years, but it's still running pretty good. But if I get a big store, I might invest.
392.
Who knows?
Six Jefferson West of 1077, Robert Nora, Lincoln 372.
We don't necessarily edit. We call it editing, but it's not really editing. We just throw our footage on a timeline and make a file. You're a Postmate driver. Right on. Mr. E.T., I know the question you're talking about, and when I was probably 12 years old, I used to make it a point, no matter what bathroom I was in, if I'm pooping and I'm bored, I'm going to change that toilet paper. And now, this is a trick question, because now that I'm an adult, I don't poop anywhere but at home. But when I was a kid and I didn't know better, I'd poop anywhere. And if that toilet paper wasn't facing down, I would change it. One day, my grandma yelled at me, "Don't you change my toilet paper around?" And I was like, oh, because like I said, I was on a mission. No matter where I was changing that toilet paper. For some reason, I was the toilet paper king. But when I got to my grandma's house that day, no, don't change the toilet paper. So yeah, I don't know why people like it that way, but it's weird. But it doesn't matter. It all comes out. But most likely, I like it over, not under, in front, not behind.
BLS. 4206 Bogart Avenue, Homer Street. Engine 7126, unconscious. 142 Avenue, very ill.
Vasquez, that's a very good question. I don't think we're ever going to find out, but that's a very good question. I had the director in here live, I forgot what episode it was, and we talked about that, and the answer is yes. Because that's where my storyline is gone, and that's how I roll my nights now, so yes. There will be nights if we do season 2 that I'll be live while we're recording, but who knows where the bang's at. Right back there. Yeah, Paul, I used to, then I got older and nope. Hey, we made it on the news and the Pico Rivera crash. There you go. Sweet.
Ryan's asking to get blows.
He's been asking for a while. Mr. ET, no, but there are different times that work and don't work. There are specific times, but you know, one of the general rules is nighttime is nighttime. That's kind of how I look at it. Ryan, I can't tell if that's a statement or a question. And I'm guessing Ryan 1, you're an only child. 2, we'll just start with that. Do I carry a gun? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Incident 6891. Westmont Short.
Traffic accident, intersection of Stanford and Anaheim.
And Hardy, Short. Section 65034, code 6, Hollywood, North Argyle. Argyle, North Hollywood.
Right on, Olin. That's cool.
Adam 85, year 8, Adam 1, and having such a good place. And I still have a whole.
I was thinking about pursuing a career in journalism and possibly looking into being a stringer, but I have a friend who makes money filming people. Yes, it's what you think it is. I don't know what it is. If you're filming people, is what, paparazzi? Do I wear a vest sometimes? No, I have one. It's under my seat. It's under my bed.
Engine 5073 chest pain. 4715 Oak Lake Avenue. Oak Orchard Road.
21-843, 21-843, you clear?
Nobody films porn anymore. Rogan has a funny joke. He's like, "Why are they still making porn? It's not like you've seen everyone. Why are they still making them?" I ruined the joke, but it's a funny joke. Is that a Pro 5 shirt? I don't know what that means. You don't know what that means. The more you ask, that doesn't mean anything.
With a ponytail, wearing a black crop top and blue jeans.
Paul, yeah, Theo's pretty funny. Theo Vaughn is pretty funny. His RMG's still out there. Yes, they are. Bummer about the kidney stone. How many scanners are you running? I don't know, 8 or 9?
Clovis PD, monitor comments, code 216-6979, in RD-133, 1 from quarters.
Poor Ryan.
Engine 129, vehicle
Poor guy.
28017 L Lima, 28 West.
Every once in a while, he's like, "Hey guys, look at me! Don't forget me! Hey, it's me! Hi, I'm Ryan! Hey, look at me! I'm a troll!" Mark, if you ask him, yes. If you ask others, no.
Visit next door to a store called Barkeeper. And her residence is behind 2 locked fences.
That's not very nice, Olin. Oh, homophobic too, huh? Poor guy.
24, squad 84, person choking. 2456 Paxton Avenue, left side way. Incident Patrol 80 outside investigation. 269 Juniper Ridge Lane, Indian Ridge Road.
Lorena, no. I have two.
Respond to the perimeter.
Drew, it's not for me to tell you.
Pacific Division, Yoshi and Louise. Because we're not coming in or coming in incomplete.
NF Sports. That's kind of funny. It's funny. No, I haven't. I haven't filmed anything tonight. I've been going out showing James different locations of things he needs to know. That's kind of what we did. Then we got some gas. Now it's time to say goodbye to you guys. I don't know about the miles. I drive anywhere from 50 to 150 at night, so it all depends. Right now, I got 56,000 miles on it, so it's actually doing pretty good.
Units 1835 responding closely from 410 Wall to 410 Crocker. Units responding from all others.
So
129 with your engine on scene for abdominal pain.
this is
1406 Bogart Avenue.
how I keep myself busy in between calls. It didn't used to always be like that.
13565 Yukon Avenue, 236, 135th Street.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. Thought I missed something. Sorry to hear that, Sean. When you change the light inside your car to red, do you see the screen better? I don't know. See it the same for the most part. Uh-oh. Yep, it's time for us to say goodbye soon.
Yeah, Ryan's asking for it.
6045464. The vehicle is
You received?
Security consented off guard and follow through.
1580 Roger. Louise. Merchant recovering your release owner. What's your location?
No, I am not nervous. To answer your question.
Yeah, you guys are,
Engine 15154, stage for PD for an assault ALS.
this is very interesting tonight.
Conscious Candlewood Lakewood Sheriff.
Running from Runway and Millwood to 21530 Khalifa.
Wow. Usually when there's no subscribers, it's a fake account. Let's see how many subscribers. Oh, one. His real account. It's your first time? Oh, right on. Cool.
Carrying a young child with an 18 letters from Commons Code 2 incident 7003 RD 1015. Unit, you could clear this off in the northbound the final, right after the final, and that's killer. 6639, did you receive? 74227.
One on Khalifa and one on Cell. Which incident?
2 can I get one additional unit for the instruction? 614.5 over.
Alright, so I'm gonna say goodbye. You guys have been very weird tonight. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for keeping me awake. And yeah, I don't know when I'll be live again, but when I do, I'll see you. Later, losers.
See you guys.